Power, I said. Power to walk into the gold vaults of the nations, into the secrets of the kings, into the holy of holies. Power to make multitudes run, squealing in terror, the touch of my invisible finger. Today, we review Neca's ultimate, Dr. Jack Griffin, the Invisible Man figure. This is actually Neca's second ultimate figure of Claude Rains' Invisible Man. I actually wanted to get the first one, but I for one reason or another, I couldn't pick it up. And when I was announced that we would be getting this, the robed one, I actually was excited because I liked this look better than the previous figure with like the false nose and all that. So, I picked this guy up online at Target, and he came in the mail, and I'm ready to get to the review and open it up and show you guys what comes with it, and hopefully you guys like it. And let's get to the review. Now, the first thing I noticed is this is a painting on the front. I believe this is Jason Marsden art. I think that's his name, Jason Marsden. He does a lot of packaging art for NECA. He did it for the cloth figures. It looks like his work. I could be mistaken, so don't quote me on that. But this is the first classic Monsters that didn't have the poster. They probably put it on the first figure. So, it doesn't have the classic look of the poster, but I still love the artwork on the front. It's awesome. See all his books, all his accessories that come with it. Pretty much, it's just accentuating all the accessories that come with it on the cover. Classic ultimate figure look, packaging wise. Like this barcode down here, if you guys are interested in the barcode. Again, like I said in my previous videos. Oh yeah, it's right there. Jason Edmonston. That's who it is. Jason Edmonston. Forgive me, Jason, for getting your name wrong if you ever see this video. Got the classic Universal Monsters logo, Real Toys from NECA. With the Invisible Man with his glasses off. In the back, got the nice little packaging. Typical NECA. It comes to their ultimate line, the ultimate packaging. Right there, beautiful. Okay, let's open it up. Oh yeah, it's nice. Got the little, he's in his little, I think he was renting that room in the movie. I own the movie. I've watched it a couple times. I'm familiar with it. I remember they have the Vincent Price version, which is a good movie because Vincent Price has that great voice. But Claude Rains is the classic Invisible Man. So yeah, let's get to opening this guy. Now that this guy is out, let's see the accessories. He comes with 5 hands, 7 if you include the ones that he already has in the pegs. Pretty much, NECA fashion. You want him to hold things, hold weapons, or you want him just, like he could point. He could do certain things. He got a stack of books. You can't move them, but you can see on the sides if you want to. Experiments, lab experiments, scientists, handbook, 1930s props. The movie came out in 33, I believe. It was around the time of Frankenstein and Dracula. Take a look at the figure. Got the cool looking glasses on. It was weird to me, or not weird, but it was kind of a question mark. Oh, I see. So it's different wraps. So different wrap heads. You could do the same, with the glasses, but the head is wrapped. You can't take them off or anything. They're pretty much, stuck on there. That's one of the heads. Here's another one with the glasses off, so you can see, the little slits in the eyes. The other one where you can see through, And you see this, and you can see inside it. So it's like he's invisible inside of it with a little bit of the wrapping coming off. Here's another one that's wrapped. So yeah, NECA, I mean, if NECA comes out with the Halloween 4, they have no problem making this wrapped effect for, you know, hopefully a future Michael Myers Part 4 figure. Here's some of his tools when he was mixing his elixirs. You know, classic looking, you know, props from those old day horror. You can, like I said, you can make the packaging art, literally the pose, exactly how you want it. You got the collar, so you could take off. I keep it like stock pretty much, but I love that you have options. Like I've said before, you guys don't need to put these, you know, make them in action. They could always just be, you know, get a couple headstands, have them sitting like that. You know, it's just to make the figure look good. But yeah, this is a pretty good figure. I'm really impressed. You know, NECA, they never let me down with sculpts. Their paint application is awesome as usual. You can see he's wearing the pajama pants on the bottom, and the neck thing, it also matches the pajamas. You can see some pajamas, so you could, you know, have him look in the pajamas, take his head off. You know, I get kind of nervous taking the heads off of the NECA figures because, you know, I love NECA. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those guys who wants to bash the company or say, oh, their quality is awesome. But these figures are made for displaying. They're not made to be played with per se, but, you know, so they're very fragile, you know, and I don't like to constantly rip off the pegs. You know, I don't do that. I do that for the pictures, and that's about it. So when you guys, especially when they first come out the package, you know, I've seen guys do reviews and they'll grab them and just rip them out, rip off the thing, and it breaks. And then they're like, oh, NECA, this is such crap quality. And I'm looking like, you shouldn't have just decimated the figure like that by opening like that. So be very careful, guys. You can use warm water. You can heat it up with like a hair dryer or something, but don't do it too long. Let it melt. You know, sometimes it takes a little heat. I've also seen people use a kind of oil on the joints and kind of makes the joints a little bit better. But with these figures, you gotta be very careful when you first open them. When I first open them, I like to bend them. See, just to get that loose, because you know when it's been painted on, it has the finish on it, it gets sticky. You know, so sometimes it's not really NECA's fault. They finished the product and they put it out there. But when it's in the package, you know, things happen. It's hot. It could be hot outside. It depends on the weather. Depends on packaging. You know, there's a lot of factors when it comes to these little guys. I've had toys literally just, you know, it's so hot that they just start bending at the feet. Like my tall man figure from Phantasm, he came with separate, his feet came off of the actual figure because they wanted to make it tall without having to make the package a lot bigger. And so his feet right now, like, it makes the body go forward like this because it's, you know, I live in Northern California and we have a lot of heat waves in the summertime. And so sometimes, you know, figures get like weak because of the heat. So use the heat as your friend when you open these things. If you need to switch out the heads, if you want to switch out the heads, but be very careful when you handle these guys because, you know, you don't want to open your figure and just break it immediately. Just kind of bend it real quick, you know, and it gets used to it. You know, you just move it around. Like the first time I moved the arm, it didn't see. You kind of just have to, and as you do it, it gets a little better, a little bit more loose. So that's just my suggestion. But yeah, this figure is awesome. I love the detail, like I said, with NECA. NECA never disappoints with detail. That's why their figures cost almost $40 now. I remember when I first getting them, the Hellraiser line, they were $7.99. You know, it shows how old I am, shows my age. But yeah, man, this thing is awesome. And I can't wait to display them with my Universal Monsters line. I'm pretty done with all of them now. I have all of these. I don't have that Phantom of the Opera. I have the Lon Chaney Sr. one. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. I'll do future reviews on those next. So just want to do a quick video on this guy. It looks pretty awesome. And show you guys some snapshots. If you guys are interested, just keep your lookout for them. They should be, they're not like the easiest to find, but they shouldn't be too hard to find. Hopefully you don't get scalped to a ridiculous price. But yeah, man, just check out this figure on your own, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. So next, I'll just send you guys off with the snapshots of the figure in action, and happy hunting out there, guys. And I hope you find it if you want it. Peace.